Hello students, in this video we will learn about the problems related to parallel line and transversal. So exercise 3.2, first question is, in the diagram find the values of x and y and then show that AB parallel CD. So here AB parallel CD we have learnt already in previous video. There were 2-3 points by which we can prove that these lines are parallel, right? So in transversal, we can see here 50 plus x equals to 180 because these are the linear pairs of angle. So here I can write, we can write here x plus 50 equals to 180, and according to that x equals to 130. So we already found x equals to 130 degree. So we had to do this. So one thing has been done. Now we have to find out the value of y, and then we have to show that AB parallel CD. So if we are, after finding the value of y, if these two values are equal, then it could be proved that these two lines AB and CD are parallel. So here how will we do? We also know that vertically opposite angles are equal. So these are the vertically opposite angles, as I told you in previous videos. If you don't know, if you didn't watch my previous, if you don't understand, watch my previous video. Then still you don't understand, then write me on comment box. So I'll explain it again in another video. So here vertically opposite angles are y and 130, and these two are equal. So that means y equals to 130. Now here x equals to y equals to 130. That means this proves that line AB parallel to line CD because alternate interior angles x and y are equal, and proved. Next question says, in the diagram, if AB parallel CD and CD parallel EF and y is to z equals to 3 is to 7, find x. Now we'll see here in the diagram, AB parallel CD and CD parallel EF, right? And what is given here? X, y is given, angle z is given, and what the values are given? Values are given in the form of ratio. So y is to z equals to 3 is to 7. So here we have to find out the value of x. This we have to find. So it is known that AB parallel CD and CD parallel EF. Here we have to write down CD parallel EF. Okay, it's typing mistake. As the angles on the same side of the transversal line sums up to 180. So here x plus y equals to 180. This makes equation 1. We can write it equation 1. Also O equals to z. Why O equals to z? These are the corresponding angles. So corresponding angles are equal. So here O equals to z means, and y plus O equals to 180, y plus O equals to 180. These are the corresponding angles. So these are the equal, and y plus O are the linear pair of angles. So these make sum of angles 180. So this you can make it equations 2. Now let y equals to 3w. Hence z equals to 7w. Why? Because it's given y is to z equals to 3 is to 7. So we are taking w as a variable. So y equals to 3w and z equals to 7w. So now from equation 2, from this equation y plus z, we can write 3w plus 7w equals to 180. So value of w we will get 18 degree. Now we can find out the value of y and value of z, right? So value of y equals to 3 into 18 and value of z equals to 7 into 18. So these values will be 54 degree and 126 degree respectively, means value of y equals to 54 degree and value of z equals to 126 degree. Now angle x can be calculated how? Because this in the equation 1 it is x plus y equals to 180. So we will put the value of y, which is 54. So x plus 54 equals to 180 degree. So now here you have to find out value of x. Value of x equals to 180 minus 54, that becomes 126 degree. So we got the value of x. Next question says, in the given diagram, if AB parallel CD, if AB, this line AB parallel CD and EF perpendicular to CD, and this EF is perpendicular to CD, and angle GED equals to 126. Angle GED means this angle is 126. It is given, right? This is given. And find AGE, GEF and FGE. Find AGE. Which is AGE? AGE. We have to find out this angle. I am just changing the ink. Then we could see clearly which angle we have to find out, right? So here I am taking some other color, this one. Okay, so we have to find out AGE, this. We have to find out GEF, GEF, this one, right? And we have to find out FGE, FGE, this one. Oh, wow, great. Okay, so now we are going ahead. Since AB parallel CD, GE is a transversal. Since AB parallel CD, so GE is the transversal. So at point G and at point E, this line is intersecting these two parallel lines. So it is given that GED equals to 126, GED equals to 126, right? So we can find the value of GEF very easily. GED equals to AGE equals to 126, GED equals to AGEY. Why AGE? Because this is transversal and these are alternate interior angles, right? These are alternate interior angles. AGE and GED are the alternate interior angles. So these two will be equal. That will be 126. So this we have done. So this angle will be 126 degree, which we have found already. Now also GED equals to GEF plus FED. GED equals to GEF plus FED, and FED is also given 90 degree and GED is given 126 degree. So what will you do? We will do GED equals to GEF plus 90 degree. So GEF we will find in that way, and GEF will come 126 degree minus 90 degree. So what we get? We get here 36 degrees. So this angle will be 36 degrees, right? Again, FGE plus what we have to find? FGE. Okay. So now we have to find out FGE. So to find out FGE, what we will do? We will do FGE plus AGE. FGE plus, okay, any of the ways. GDE, here it is GDE equals to 100 transversal. Value of GED. Oh yeah. See, there are two ways. Either you can do FGE plus this angle, or you can do FGE plus this angle. Both are same, right? Total will be 180 of these two. So 180, if you are putting 180 and then after that you are putting the value of GED is 126, then what will we get? FGE we will get 54 degree. How? Here I am telling. Okay, from here, from this line I am telling you here, angle FGE. If you have to find out, so what will come? Either you can write angle FGE. We have to find the, yeah, we have to find out angle FGE. So we can write angle FGE, sorry, angle FGE plus angle GED equals to 180, right? Same side of angles. So these will be of 180 degree. So here this angle is given 126 degree and 180 degree. So angle FGE. So we can therefore angle FGE equals to 180 degree minus 126 degree equals to what will come? 54 degree. That's all. So this also this angle is 54 degree. All three angles we found here. In next question, in the diagram, if PQ parallel ST, PQ parallel ST, okay, PQR equals to 110. This will be angle. Angle PQR equals to 110. Angle PQR equals to 110. This is given already. And here angle RST equals to 130 degree. So RST equals to 130 degree. This is also given, right? Find angle QRS. QRS. This angle we have to find. We have to find this angle, right? So here some hint is given in that question. Hint was draw a line parallel to ST through point R, which I have done here. Parallel to ST or parallel to PQ, same thing, right? Because these two are parallel. So if you are making another parallel line, so that line also will be parallel to both. So here, draw a parallel line to ST through point R. This was point R, right? So here in the book, only this diagram is given, if you can see. But this line I have extended, I have drawn here according to this hint which is given in the question. So first construct a line XQ parallel to PQ. So XY, XY parallel to PQ or ST, right? We know that angles on the same side of transversal is equal to 180. So this and same side of the transversal, so PQR plus QRX, okay, plus QRX. This and that. Let me change the ink because that blue color is to find out what we have to find out. Which color I can take this color. So this plus this angle PQR plus angle QRX is equals to 180. So we can find this angle, right? So after calculating, we find this angle as a 70 degree angle. Clear? Similarly, here we will do that. Angle RST plus angle SRY equals to 180. So angle SRY we will get 50 degree because this angle is 130, right? So 180 minus 130 equals to 50 degree. So we got this 50. Now it's very simple to find out this. For this, you have to join these two, this plus this equals to 180. So here, what I have done now for the linear pair on the line XY, angle QRX plus angle QRS plus angle SRY equals to 180 degree, which I have written here. Now you have to put the values of this and this. So what I have done, angle QRS, which we have to find out, equals to 180 degree minus value of this and minus value of this. So this will become 60 degree. So that means this we have done and this equals to 60 degree. What we have find out. This comes 60 degree, right? Now for next question, in the given diagram, if AB parallel CD, so angle APQ equals to 50 degree and angle PRD equals to 127 degree and find X and Y. So here we have to find the value of X and Y, which is given here, these two angles, and APQ is given 50 degree and PRD given 127 and lines are parallel, it says. So From the diagram, APQ equals to PQR because these are alternate interior angles. So APQ equals to PQR means X. You will find out X. So that is X. So X equals to 50. We have done this, right? And here again, APR equals to PRD. APR equals to PRD, right? So APR equals to PRD and APR equals to 127 degree. So if we are writing here APR equals to APQ plus QPR. Why? Because this plus this will be joined, na? So APQ plus QPR. So APQ, we know that number 50 plus Y. So 127 equals to 50 plus Y. So that means you can find out the value of Y. Y equals to 127. Y equals to 127 degree minus 50 degree. So we will get here 77 degree. Thus, the values of X and Y are calculated as X equals to 50 degree and Y equals to 77 degree. Now we will go for question number 6. In question number 6, it's given in the given diagram, PQ and RS are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. So here we can see this is PQ and this is RS. So here these are the mirrors. So I can draw some lines just to show that these are the mirrors for no confusion. Okay, so this is the diagram which you have to see now, and this we will see later below the diagram is. So here PQ, this PQ and this RS are the two mirrors placed parallel to each other, and incident ray AB. This is the ray with incident ray AB strikes the mirror PQ at point B. This is point B, right? The reflected ray moves along the path BC. This is the reflected ray and this is moving along the path BC and strikes the mirror, this RS at the point C and again reflected back along CD. So this is what we have to prove. We have to prove that AB parallel CD means this incidence ray and this reflection ray are the parallel lines. Okay, parallel rays or parallel lines. So for that, if we have to think what we can prove. So first, the thing is when you have to prove parallel lines, so we check angles. We check for angles through traversal line. So since it is given PQ parallel RS, so this BC is the transversal, right? So this is transversal, so that means this angle and this angle will be equal. Okay, if these are the parallel lines, so that means if we are finding these angles equal, then we can prove that these are the parallel lines. So we have to find angle ABC and angle DCB. So let's see what we do. So first what we'll do, this was the diagram which was given in the notebook, but we have extended some lines here. So here we are drawing again. So here BE is the perpendicular line which we draw from the surface PQ. Okay, on the surface PQ. So that means this is BE perpendicular to PQ. We are drawing it. Draw the lines BE and CF. CF such that BE perpendicular PQ and CF perpendicular RS. So we have to draw in that way that these two lines are perpendicular to their respective surfaces. So BE is perpendicular to PQ and CF is perpendicular to RS, right? Now, since PQ perpendicular to RS, then BE will be perpendicular to FC or CF, right? Because these are the parallel. I'm so sorry. PQ parallel to RS, then BE will be parallel to FC because these lines are parallel and we have drawn two perpendicular lines on these PQ and RS respectively. So those also, these BE and CF also will be parallel lines. So here, if it is clear till here, we will go ahead. So now we know that we have to take some part of physics. Only the law we will use here, and if you want to see the details of law, you can go in the physics. Law of reflection. So here it says that this is incidence ray, right? Incident ray means incident ray, and this is the reflected ray or reflection ray. So that means this angle is incident angle and this is reflection angle. So always by the law of reflection, these two angles are equal. So here we have given some name 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So that means angle 1 equals to angle 2, which I have written here. And then angle 3 equals to angle 4. Now we have to prove that this whole angle is equals to this angle, means this angle 1 and 1 plus 2 equals to 3 plus 4, right? So for that we are going in same path. So sorry. Now we have drawn these two parallel lines VE and CF. So here which line will be transversal? BC will be transversal for these two parallel lines. BC, right? So BC is transversal and BE and CF are parallel. So what will be the alternate interior angles? Alternate interior angles will be angle 2 and angle 3, and those will be equal, which I have written here. Angle 2 equals to angle 3. See, look at here. We also know that alternate interior angles are equal, that we know. And when it is equal, when two lines are parallel. So BE and CF are parallel here. The transversal line BC cuts them at B and C. So here we can write angle 2 equals to angle C. Okay, because these are alternate interior angles. So now what we can do, this is equal. So this will be equal, and we already found that angle 1 equals to angle 2, angle 3 equals to angle 4, means angle 1 plus 2 equals to angle 3 plus angle 4. We can write it. Sorry. Or we can write angle ABC, which we wanted to get. Angle ABC equals to angle DCB. Angle ABC equals to angle DCB. When these two angles are equal, that means line AB parallel to line CD. Hence proved. Here you can write hence proved.